kind of healthcare is this? I'm scared of this hospital.
It's time for a change. Change, change.
Most of the functions that need to save lives are not here.
Confidence. Once they get to the hospital, they should have some level of confidence that they are going to be cared for.
So today, residents in St. Thomas protest about the poor health care that they are getting from the Princess Margaret Hospital. They also have dubbed that hospital the Princess Morgue. As they say, most persons die there before they get proper treatment.
My name is Jacinth Bryan. I am the wife of Rohan Livingston Washi Bryan, who recently on April 30th died here at Princess Morgue is what they call this hospital, Princess Morgue. The hospital name is Princess Margaret, but because of its reputation for not providing appropriate care and the number of deaths they have at this facility, the community refers to it as Princess Morgue. That in of itself is a statement that the Ministry of Health should be looking into to make some change. We are here advocating, demanding change. Mr. Bryan died of a pulmonary embolism. In layman's term, it's a blood clot in the lungs. He was sent to Apex in a private vehicle. And I'm not even going to go into the private vehicle aspect of it because that's an option that is available when the hospital does not have an ambulance available for the patient. So the patient takes that risk of going on their own. He went to Apex. He had the lung scan done. He came back. He was back at Princess Margaret Hospital at 4:45 p.m. He died at 10:21 p.m. I spoke with him at after 8 o'clock, and I said, Washi, what the doctors said the report say? He said, Jazzy, no doctor no look on the report yet, no doctor no see me yet. Again, I spoke with him an hour later, and it was the same response. He had not been seen by a doctor. He had not been seen by a nurse. Nobody provided him with any care after he came back from the hospital. Every medical personnel knows that a pulmonary embolism is a critical situation requiring urgent care. They did not care. They provided him with no care. He died unattended in the hospital. This protest here is to bring change to the community so that no other person goes there and dies without getting the proper, timely medical care that is needed. It is a disgrace. If this hospital cannot provide care, it should be closed and the system revamped so that patients can get care. This is not acceptable. And this is the beginning of the movement for change. I want the community, the hospital facilities, staff, everybody, because they all agree. Some of them are afraid of losing their jobs. But if you're a healthcare worker and you have taken an oath as a doctor to save lives, you are supposed to be in the business of providing appropriate care. And you shouldn't be worried about your job. You should be a whistleblower. Whistleblower should be protected. Whistleblowers are the people who see things that are wrong and speak up about it. And they should be protected. They shouldn't be penalized. So that is part of the change that we want. Better health care. We want people to be protected when they speak up about injustices and inappropriate care and no care that they see. We want change. It's time for a change. Change, 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 change. Better health care. Better health care. Better health care. My name is Erica Beckford, and I'm out here advocating for my grandmother and my friend Washi and many more. My grandmother was admitted in this hospital for several reasons. One of the main things that I really hurt about is the fact that she got two medication that was wrongfully given. And if you look at the placard, you can see the name of the medication. I may not can able to call the name. But one of them, she's allergic to penicillin, and she was given this one, Zosine, that having penicillin base. The other one was for blood thinner. She did a surgery. She wasn't supposed to get the blood thinner after surgery, and she got it. And that helped cause the death of my grandmother. And when we did the autopsy, it shows that she was overloaded with fluid. When you open her stomach, fluid for kill, could I get 2 buckets of water? And I'm still grieving. Yes, she was drowned. And I'm still grieving up until this day. What lit the nail on the head is the less care that they gave to the counselor, Mr. Brian. So we are out here advocating for change, better health care, especially the nurses. The nurses, they are supposed to start advocating for their patients. And that's the reason why we're here this morning. It's not political, but we need change. We need a better health care. We need CT scan. We need everything that we not have to fly Gartown or run Gartown or take one taxi Gartown for. We need it here at the Princess Margaret Hospital so we can better able to call it what? Change. Right? Change. Not Princess Margaret, but Princess Margaret Hospital. Change.
Better health care.
Better health care.
Better health care. Better health care. Better health care. Better health care.
My name is Eva Dyer. We need CT scan machine so we don't have to go into Kingston, and we need better health care, and we need justice.
I'm Hubert Williams, Councillor for the White House Division, former Mayor of Margaret. Today we are here because we understand that we only have one hospital in St. Thomas. And regardless if you are rich or you are poor, sometime in your life, it is a high possibility that you may have to attend this hospital. Now, this hospital needs proper funding. This hospital needs so much to make it work for the people of St. Thomas. If this hospital was working the way it should work or the way it intended to work, my good friend Councillor Brian may, just maybe, he will be still alive today. And Councillor Brian is just one person. We want to talk for the wider St. Thomas. The residents of St. Thomas deserve to have a good hospital. And it can't be that we don't have a good lab here. It can't be that we don't have the necessary apparatus to carry out the investigatory work, and yet still we don't have ambulance. If we don't have these labs and we don't have ambulance to transport these people, then we are operating a morgue, not an hospital. We want a hospital. There are enough morgues in St. Thomas. What we need is an hospital. What we have here is a big clinic. Most of the functions that need to save lives are not here. And we have to get them in place. So I'm calling on the government of today to take the necessary action so that the people of St. Thomas can have a hospital that they can have hope and confidence in. Thank you.
Good day. We're here today in solidarity, standing up in support of Rowan Bryan, aka Washi, former deputy mayor. And we are here because of what occurred sometime in recent past. It's very disappointing that a government official, an elected member of the council, was at the Princess Margaret Hospital with a condition that nobody saw as priority. Nobody took the initiative to ensure that he got proper care. Not that he was special than anybody else, But the fact that he is a government official, first and foremost, I think there should be some sort of priority. But let me just shift a bit and address a key issue. What has happened to Mr. Brian is nothing new for Princess Margaret. Nothing new. I remember early 2000, about 2010, I went there one day and one old lady was there from 6 in the morning till 6 in the evening. No doctor. And I tried to get attention. The lady couldn't take it anymore. She had to go home. And numerous persons have died through the years. I've taken my vehicle to an ambulance many times. And when you reach the porter station, is a nonchalant attitude towards an emergency. So when people are saying that is the house of no return, it is the house of no return. Because no matter what condition you go there for, it's the same treatment. Whether it's serious, it's mild, or it's major, it's the same treatment. Nobody moves. And I remember early 2000, I took a Cuban delegation here. The ambassador's husband, which was the envoy for Cuba. And we toured the Princess Margaret Hospital. The X-ray machine wasn't working at the time. And we took a tour to Isaac Barrant. And we sat in a meeting with the CEO and everybody for the hospital that was in upper management. And the gentleman explained that, listen, all I need is housing for my staff. I will fully staff the Princess Margaret and the Isaac Barrant, and I will equip it with every equipment that is needed. And they asked him to prepare a document. You know what the document they gave me? With one incubator on it. That was all was on the list. Nothing else. So it's not short-sightedness. It's not short-sightedness. What the problem is that St. Thomas is at the back of the cow. All those development that come, it don't mean anything. Because they don't have no interest in the people of St. Thomas. They cater for the outsiders. And that's the God honest truth. And the time has come where it needs to stop. Where the people of St. Thomas need to stand up and demand that they get proper health care. It doesn't matter what your condition. Since Mr. Brian passed, an old man sat over there on a bench all day. And when his wife couldn't take it anymore and went to call emergency help. When she come back as a dead man. And that is what is happening day in, day out at Princess Margaret Hospital. No, we're not here on a political agenda. We are here because the people of St. Thomas need proper health care. That is what we are here for. And it's just unfortunate that our friend, Mr. Brian, was the latest. But you know, sometimes, because we carry a certain level of familiarity with people, it brings change. You know, it's sad to say that Mr. Brian has passed under these circumstances. But you know what I'm sad about? That his own colleague is the chairman of the hospital. That is what I'm sad about. And I'm chairman for many institutions. And when there's somebody that is relating to the institution or whatever, or for whatever, I am going to pull out all stops. And that is sad that the chairman never pull out the stop for a colleague. But what I want people to remember, and this goes for the nurses, the porters, the blue uniform, the doctors, the pink uniform, any one of them. Remember, you see one can end up over there. Because you can be in an accident, and that's your first emergency stop. And the health minister is now in a hospital too. But he went to a privileged hospital. Because I guarantee he was at 22 years. Yeah, you get everything. Yeah. And I'm saying it is sad that former deputy mayor, councillor, sitting councillor, recently elected, with several injuries and no proper attention, no arrangement was made. Even said to him, Mr. Brian, we can call one private ambulance to carry you. And we can offer a nurse to assist you. None of that was done. And that is sad. In the year 2024, it is sad. Very sad. Thank you very much. My name is Marcel Anthony Robertson Clark. I am the Crime Prevention Chairman for St. Thomas. God bless you.
Yeah. Your name is?
My name is Gilbert Edmond. So I was in my MP. I may want to change. I was to make a house to me. Philip. I bury my sister and my father. I miss him. So we want to change. So why you out here? To me council there, that's why we out here. So we want to change.
Nurses must advocate for their patients. 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 When you come to the hospital, you come for care. You don't come to die. So doctors and nurses must take care of their patients. That's what they go to school for, to take care of their patients. At least try, and then we can say, okay, this is it. We can't do no more. They didn't try for washing. They leave my brother-in-law there to die. We know they're not God, but they have to try. At least try.
Yeah, man, let's go.
Change, 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 change. Better health care. 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 Change, change, change. CT scan, X-ray machine, everything needed for Princess Margaret Hospital. What is the government doing? Nothing. Just sitting around watching people die every
Princess Margaret Hospital needs to be removed from a Type C hospital. Princess Margaret Hospital come like a big clinic. No more Princess Marg!
No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg! No more Princess Marg!
Good morning. My name is Beverly Copeland, and I am the cousin of Ron Bryan. And I just want to also be out here and lending my voice to this movement to ask for change. I believe it is important for the powers that be to look into the protocols of the hospital, to ensure that they have protocols in place and that protocols are being followed for every patient, to ensure that they have standardized protocol, not standardized care, because each individual requires individual care. But it's important that the protocols that are on the book are followed, that those are standardized, so no person get different type of care or treatment based on who they are, but the same protocols are administered to every patient that goes through the hospital. It's unfair for the citizens of St. Thomas to be afraid of going to the one hospital that we have here. They should have some level of confidence. Once they get to the hospital, they should have some level of confidence that they are going to be cared for. And their relatives, their families should not be worried or scared, wondering if they are going to come back out of the hospital. So please, I am asking the health minister, whomever is responsible for reviewing and looking at the protocols in the hospital and ensuring that those are up to standard and they are followed for every single patient that goes into the hospital. It's also important for them to look into the resources that are provided to the hospital, because without proper resources, the nurses and doctors cannot do their work. So how is this hospital supported, right? Who is responsible for funding? How is that done? And who is responsible for oversight, right? It's a medical facility, and every facility, just like every job, every organization has oversight. So who is responsible for ensuring the oversight of the hospital to ensure that the protocols are being followed on a daily basis? My hope is that another patient does not suffer any form of an untimely death because protocols, because lack of care, because lack of resources, or whatever we need to ensure that patients, that the citizens of St. Thomas are being cared for.
My name is Eartha Davis, and first I must say thank you, Mrs. Bryan, for this demonstration, and we all appreciate whatever you guys come and did here today. And what I'm saying, we don't want this to happen to anybody else. That's why we are here, because they kill off Mr. Bryan and lots more over there. And people afraid for their families to come here, because anytime you want your family, then if they dead, they tired of them, get them out here. Because out here, so, named Princess Marg, what they call it now, Lord me done. So, we don't want no more body come out of the Lord me done and done. We want them to come back our yard. And that's all I'm saying. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Lou, as everybody know me, Tashana. I'm from Margaret here. Hospital normally our nurses used to come to work because they care, but now they're coming to work because they're coming to work just for the money. Now, people's life do matters, and at some point they always say once a man, twice a child. And if today you're a nurse, tomorrow you may not be a nurse, and you're going to need the same help that you're giving to people. And when it returns unto you, then you're realizing what is happening, what was happening to others. My mom was here for one whole day and was treated for stomach pain, in which that stomach injection would just only relieve the pain in less than an hour. And the whole day they were giving her drip until the Friday afternoon before they called in someone to do a heart test on her. And then that's when they realized that she had several heart attacks. And it was too late. Even the blood work, I have to come at the hospital to pick up the blood work to bring to Margaret before they know what they could do, in which the blood work could have done right here, so that they could have moved forward and save a life. It has been happening so often. If I am sick, honestly, I stay home and bear the pain because I don't want to come here. Because let me tell you, if you feel more to survive by your yard more than come to Princess Margaret Hospital. And I think we Margaret St. Thomas people need to stand up, stop, sit down. We need the government to come out and do something. Tell us what you need from us, the help that we need from you, and let us come together. We need equipment. We need CT scan machine. We need MRI machine. Come on, tell us if we need help. They are here today, right? And they are protesting a change. And if the change can come with us working together, let us work together.
Hi, I am Kimberly Thompson, resident of St. Thomas. I was born right here at this very hospital, and I must say that I am extremely saddened to see what it has become. Over the years, patients have complained, the families of patients have complained about the lack of care that patients experience right here. Now, I am tired to hear government pontificate about Vision 2030 and Jamaica being the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. With an institution like the Princess Margaret Hospital, I am saddened to say this is no place of choice to live. What is living without proper health care? We must stand up as residents of St. Thomas and demand a change. A change is needed. For far too long, we have sat down and accepted the neglect and disrespect that people face at this same institution. Like I said before, I was born here, and I say to my family members at all times, If there is ever anything that should happen to me, if it's not a critical emergency, do not take me to the Princess Margaret Hospital, because I am intimate with how people are treated here on a daily basis, and a change is needed. Time come now for a change.
Of the double crash with Paul Edmond. I'm a victim of, my daughter was in the double accident on the highway when the road opened up. My daughter came in, it happened that the ambulance was coming from Kingston and it bring my daughter here. Some of them go to Kingston. The one them in Kingston, they get a better care because I keep corresponding with them. My daughter came out here with a chop in her face. The little girl was on the ground with her hand like this. And when they stitch her eye, the lid cannot open properly. Broken bone was in her face for three weeks after she was here. When she take off the plaster polish, there was broken bone same way. When she go to take out university, when she go to university to take off the plaster polish, everything, broken bone was in her face same way. What kind of healthcare is this? I'm scared of this hospital. I always say I don't want to come here if anything happened to me. To me, it's cowboy out here, so they're not proper. And I always keep saying this, but I never have no one to go to, I no one to say it to. You know what I mean? How can you have your patient and you're not taking care of them properly? I don't understand that. That's no way. What is it? What is it? Is it just people them just get thrown in the hospital, no professional people? I don't understand it. You know.
Again, man, so I need the name Damien de Cambria, more popularly known as me and the Alchemist, right? We understand we're not going to do the heap of shouting and jump up and down and things. We don't need that, because them say we can protest peacefully, right? And the protest needed, it really needed. For sure, you're peaceful. Heap of police out there saying we still need for getting trouble and them thing there. Other protesters tired and a bun and them thing they tree chop down and them thing. We not try to obstruct no care for nobody at the hospital. You know what little care they can give, but the hospital need changes. When a whole government official can go out there and not get no care and neglected and dead, then it shows a change is needed. When you have government officials out here stand with the rest community members them and the family, right? I show say change is needed for real. So we just need to come together and make the necessary changes to the hospital. We need equipment, we need some attention to management, and we need people to just have care and compassion, love and respect, and everybody we good, you know. I really that we need. That's all I have to say really. So big up on yourself, and again we respect everybody's support to come out and all of that, right?
Every car that passes out here is louder than any sound that anyone. This is the most peaceful and organized demonstration I've ever seen in my life since I'm in Jamaica. Only US may go see more people. And I would just commending everybody here that, whoa, this is beautiful, this is the way, this is a model how we should demonstrate as Jamaicans. We don't have no speak, I'm not no loud now. We're not blocking you. We're not blocking you. This is commendable. No patient can be disturbed based on the little sound where some people are talking to the media, people saying every vehicle that traverses on this road is much louder than any utterance that anyone going to make. So we have to be
Look on the church and the back.
Everyone is seeing it right here. I'm going down. If you take a walk, you go on the back. Tell yourself all the yeah. That's what I asked.
We're not load on the trailer.
Anything that is happening here, because nothing happens right? So before anything got louder, I think it's after people got seen. But I told you that yes, it is your right. Not obstruct anyone on foot or anyone moving in vehicles. Okay? Yeah, man. All right.